Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGenEd. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts. I like the charts behind me, which are of 11 stocks that I'm pretty interested in. Actually, I wanted to do a video on this over the weekend, but I just didn't have time before going on vacation, which I am now. And before I get into the charts, I just wanted to note that I'm probably not going to be responding to comments or putting out too many videos over the next about 10 days. But if you do want some feedback, I will be responding to comments from members, and also we'll be posting shorts while I'm on vacation. If you guys have any questions, AMAs, stuff like that, but that will be only available to members. So if you are interested in that, it's 99 cents a month. And then regarding this video, going over stocks that, I personally am very interested in, I was thinking I could do this for members that are in the A+ tier, which is $199 a month. Thought I could do weekly videos just kind of going over the charts and thinking about what I'm doing. And so basically that's what this video is going to be about, just going over some of the charts that I have either been placing buy orders on or just, looking at very closely. And so I'm going to start the list here going over AMC, ticker symbol AMC. And so I really just wanted to go over this because I do have one $5 call expiring this week, considering that the price is above $5. I was thinking since I'm on vacation, I might just roll it, maybe do a strike of $4 a share. But really, what I think I might do is actually just exercise it this week. Haven't done it yet, but I am thinking about it. And, that's really just because, I could see price pulling back to maybe $5.12, this level here, the 236, although I should probably extend this further up. But, with that consolidation there, I could see price coming back down to that level. So, I'm just thinking about that. But anyways, you all know that I'm interested in AMC, and, I just wanted to share that I might be, exercising that call. But then anyways, on to the next one, ChargePoint, ticker symbol CHPT. I had just recently done a video suggesting that we could be seeing a gamma squeeze following Monday, and today, Tuesday, July 9th, we have seen a pretty big pullback, really almost 5%, so not really that bad. It does look like it is holding this level here, the 382. And so I had mentioned in the video that I was thinking about getting some calls, maybe selling a cash secured put with a strike of $1.50, so right around here. And so what I ended up doing, I did end up buying a call with a strike of $1.50 for this week. Since I am on vacation, just kind of don't want to really be dealing with it, I did exercise that today. The cash secured put sell did not get filled, and so I'm probably not going to do that just because I am picking up 100 shares at $1.50. And then one thing that was mentioned during a live stream, if I flip over to the options table, looking at calls here, just going to August 16th, one that was mentioned that was of interest is the $2 strike here that expires, on August 16th. And so I did pick up one of those calls. I believe I bought it at an average price of 15 cents, so $15 for that. And so I'm probably just going to swing that for premium, but I might hold on to it just because, I like this stock and I'd like to add to my position, maybe add some more, $2 a share. But anyways, with this one, I could definitely see it pulling back to $1.50 this week because I do think that we did kind of see this squeeze over the past couple weeks, and this actually makes me think, getting unusual whales might be, really useful because then I could be spotting these things earlier. And so, yeah, I'm just really interested in that. And the stock, I do think price is going to be going higher, but I do think we might see a little bit of a cool off, maybe form a bull flag here before breaking out above this yellow downtrend that I have drawn there. But yeah, going on to the next stock here, this is Chewy, ticker symbol CHWY. I picked up a share this week, I believe at $24.96, picked that up yesterday, just because, I didn't have a position before, and, picking up one share, not really that big of a deal. And if we are to be consolidating here for a little while, and, Roaring Kitty is bullish on this, I'm kind of compelled to, pick up a very small position, like I said, just one share, but then maybe adding, every single week that it is down, because I do think that we will be seeing a lot of upside. And also, just as far as the company goes, I see Chewy boxes on, everybody's doorstep. So, it seems like it's a really good business. And so, I'd be happy to invest in it. So that's what I did. And so the next one on the list is Canoo, ticker symbol GOEV. This one I had mentioned that I feel like it's looking really good, but I think we might be seeing a pullback. I guess we did already see the pullback on July 5th, coming down to a low of $2.09. And so what I've done, not really that exciting. I placed a buy order at $2.07. So this orange line here has not been filled. And, I'm just going to hang out, wait, maybe it gets filled, then I pick up a share, and then I start to add more aggressively as price is lower. But for the time being, that is just an order that I have placed. And yeah, I feel like Canoo is a little bit more risky than something like Chewy, just because, it's an EV company. And, I think that we have seen some failures of those in the past. And so this one is definitely more speculative. That's why it's a very, small position, one share at 207, but it has not been filled, and, it may not be filled. And so I'm just kind of, holding that position or holding that buy order at that limit 207. And, if it gets filled, great. If not, I'm just leaving $2.07 on the side of my account. So no big deal there. But if it does pull back, then I would probably want to be adding more once that limit order does get filled. But then on to the next one here, looking at Maxeon Solar, ticker symbol MAXN. This one actually came up during the live stream. I had not known anything about it. And it was mentioned that, because it has a pretty low float, there's a lot of short interest. It could potentially be squeezing up to maybe 100x like FFIE did recently. And so, I thought, well, at the time of the live stream on Sunday, it was 24 cents, now at 24.80. I was thinking, well, if it comes down, if it stays at 24 cents, maybe I'll pick up 100 shares. And so yesterday on Monday, we saw a high of 34.5 cents. I did not chase. I let that order get filled, which it got filled today, I believe, during the pre-market. And so, I've got 100 shares here, and I'm going to wait and hold it for the rest of July to hopefully, maybe get 100x, because that's what happened with FFIE. But if that does not happen, I could see a 10x happening. And, I would be happy with that, of course, for the course of a few weeks. But also, if it does continue down more, I'll just cut my losses at the end of the month. So risking 24 bucks, not a big deal. But this one did seem pretty compelling to me, just because, why not have some fun with it? And so that is what I'm doing with MAXN. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that one. And then Palantir, this one, I just recently did a video on basically how I think that this could 2x over the next year or so. And, but I've also done some videos on how I think that this could be pulling back to fill some gaps. And let's see, I think I have a gap down here at like 18 bucks. But the reality is that gap may never be filled. There is another gap over here that'll be coming down to around 15 bucks. I suspect that's never going to get filled. And I really believe in the company Palantir, and getting a small position in the company, and just thinking about that, holding it for at least the next year seems reasonable to me. So what I did yesterday is I picked up one share, and I'll add to that on a weekly basis moving forward, as long as I don't have an excessive number of bills due. And so basically the low of Monday was $26.84. I had my order filled at $27. Kind of regret not having an order placed at $26.99 or $26.90, just to have this 69 in there, kind of fun. But yeah, one share at $27. And so, I'll hold that for the next year and see where it takes me. I suspect to $45 a share, but maybe it pulls back. Maybe it does fill those gaps. Who knows? I would just add more aggressively if that did happen. And so, looking at the chart here, one thing that does stand out to me is the candle from yesterday on Monday does look like it's a hanging man candle. And then we did, let's see, the open on that day was 27.93. We saw an open today of 27.93. So it's almost a bearish engulfing candle. Big wick up here, high on Tuesday of 28.38. I think that could be a topping signal. Maybe we see a retrace. But, I don't think it would be that extravagant of a drop, maybe coming down to around 25 bucks. And so in that case, I would just add more. So no big deal. But this is one that I just believe in. I don't really want to be sitting on the sidelines for it. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that, I have taken a small position in Palantir because I do believe in it, and I don't just want to be sitting on the sidelines forever. I want to participate in some of these. And so one of them that, I did put out a video, I don't know if it was on the 24th or the 25th of June on Rivian, ticker symbol RIVN, and I basically called the bottom in that video, and we got this massive move up to, looks like a high during market hours of $16.35. I had this blue line here, a gap fill measured move going up to $16.94. And, so I kind of missed that. I didn't establish a position here. I regret not doing it because I really do believe in the company. I feel like it's a more outdoorsy version of Tesla, just like a really interesting company, and I like the vehicles. So, might as well invest in it. And so what I did, because I did miss this big move up, I see a gap here with the close on June 25th at 11.96. So what I did is I placed an order for one share at $12 a share. I suspect that will not be getting filled, which sucks, but I don't want to be chasing, and I do see that gap there, a little bit of weakness. Also with all these other levels here, that purple downtrend, maybe we do retrace to it at some point, and if we do, I'll pick up a share then, and then I'll reevaluate, maybe pick up a lot more lower than 12 if that happens. But if not, that's fine. You can't be in them all. And then so the next one on the list is RocketLab, ticker symbol RKLB. And so this one, I feel like rocket company, very speculative, a little bit risky, but considering or comparing this with Virgin Galactic or Astra, I feel like this one's a much safer bet, and there's just also a really nice community around the stock. I have a lot of nice discussions with people about it in the comments, on Twitter, stuff like that. And so this is one that, just believing in the company and also just being excited about what's going on here, I wanted to partake in this. But the one thing that I have talked about in the previous videos is that here on June 17th, we got a close at 434. And yeah, so there's a gap going down to that level. And so what I've done is I placed a buy order at, I believe, 435. Maybe that gets filled, maybe it doesn't. But, I think that this is going to be an example of waiting for it and it paying off, but maybe not. It's just an order for one share. I would add more if it does go down to that. But for the time being, what I am seeing is that we got this basically a gravestone doji, big wick to the upside and open and close at the exact same price, I believe, yesterday on Monday. And then we did get this nice big green candle, but we couldn't get above Monday's high, which was $5.12. The high for today was $5.09, so maybe there's a bit of a topping signal there. Also with the high here of 516, I could definitely see price coming down to fill this gap, and so I'm going to be waiting for that. But if it never happens, if it never gets filled, I'm still going to be making videos on it. I'm still going to be cheering for all of those who are holding. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I am excited about RocketLab, but don't currently have a position. And the next one on the list is Security Matters, ticker symbol SMX. This is talked a lot about in the Discord, and I last week swung a position from 1169. I believe I made a couple bucks on it, and I now have another order for 100 shares at 1169. If it drops to that level, great. I'll swing it again. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Everybody in the Discord feels very confident that this will be going up a lot more in the coming weeks, months, over the course of the next year. So there's a lot of confidence there. I don't, know too much about the company, but I just wanted to share that just for, a little fun penny stock swing. I am planning on picking up 100 shares at 1169 if that gets hit. If not, though, no worries, just having fun with it, but thought I would share. And this would also be, similar to MAXN, where probably by the end of the month I would sell my position, close it, whether up or down, if it does get filled. But if not, that's fine too. And then the next one on the list is SoFi. This is one that really kind of sparked me wanting to do this kind of video. That's because of discussion that I had with one of the subscribers in the comments, going over, basically they have a more bullish thesis than I have with SoFi. And, with this low from June 21st being 620, maybe that is the dip to $6. I might be, missing it. But then today on Monday, we saw a dip, a low of 615, getting closer to $6 a share. And yeah, so I mean, I feel like this will definitely be going to $6 or 550, filling both of those gaps. To the downside, 541 here. But there's also the possibility that I might be wrong about that. And so I believe in SoFi. I enjoy doing videos on it. I enjoy staying in the loop on what's going on with the company. And yeah, so I decided to pick up a share on Sunday, or so I guess pre-market, I believe on Monday at 645. And yeah, I could have gotten shares, at 620 or 615, but this is just a very small position because as it does go lower, if it does go lower, I want to be able to add. But if it doesn't go lower, I can at least partake a little bit and be able to buy the dip pretty aggressively if it is lower. But if it doesn't go lower, that's fine too. I'll be cheering either way. But I do think that the chart, it looks like there's a lot of weakness here. So I think that, with this wick down, although, I should say big wick down close, at the top of the trading for the day. So the high for today was 638, what we closed at. So actually, I mean, that wick down makes me think that there's a lot of weakness, but this actually looks pretty strong. Hammer candle there could be suggesting a reversal, that the bottom is in. But, I am going to maintain that I think this will be coming down to 6.00, if not lower. But if I'm wrong, I've got a little bit to enjoy the ride with you guys, so I wanted to share that. And then the last one on the list is probably the one I'm most excited about, Unity Software, ticker symbol U. I had done a video on this a couple weeks ago pointing out this downtrending channel and just recognizing that prices resided in it approximately, since going back to 2022, about 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. And we are now basically at the bottom of that channel. And so I was thinking, it might be dipping down to 15 or so. We got a low today of $15.16. And, maybe it does test the bottom of the channel. Maybe it breaks it like it did over here, but maybe it doesn't. And, so this is one that I feel, from current price, if I just get a measurement, we can see that from current price, just getting up to the midpoint of that downtrend, that's about a 60% move to the upside. Getting to the top of the channel, that's over 100% move to the upside. And so, I feel like this is a really nice one to just be dollar cost averaging into a, small position. And so what I did is I picked up one share at 15.69 on Monday. Could have picked it up a little bit lower, but, I just don't want to be waiting for it. I think that the bottom could be very near. I suspect it is, but I guess I should also note that, how much lower did we go over here than that base of that channel? So we came down about 15% lower than the base of that channel. So if we look at the current price, where might that be taking Unity? Let's see. So coming down, let's see, 15%. Let's see, I'm just gonna have to adjust this axis to draw that. Let's see. That would be bringing price down to right around $11.27, somewhere around there. And so, I only have one share, so it's no big deal. If it goes down that low, I can pick up a lot more. If it doesn't go that low and it starts to go to the upside of this channel, I think that's great. And so this one is a swing trade, but it would be based on this channel. Once we either get to the midpoint or the top of it, I'd probably close my position. But, I think that this is a really nice setup. And so, I did establish a position in it. And so I just want to do a follow-up on the last video that I did. And yeah, I'd recommend checking that video out if you are interested in it. But, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Take care.